Hello everyone, wishing you a very beautiful morning. So today also we are going to continue with the same topic, that is verbs. So let's start. Verb is a group of words or a single word that denotes an action or what action the subject is performing. So any action that is performed by the subject is known as verb. Okay, then we have studied two types of verbs, that is main verb and auxiliary or helping verbs. Then we have studied the helping verbs. They are of two types, that is primary auxiliaries or primary helping verb or modal auxiliaries or modal helping verb. I have told you that in primary auxiliaries, is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did, be. These all words are used. And in modal auxiliaries, all the models they come: shall, will, should, may, might, can, could, and all the models. Okay, further we have discussed that main verbs they stand on their own, while helping verb they need the support of main verb. I have told you that helping verb can also stand on its own. If in a sentence we are just having one verb and that is helping verb, then that helping verb would act like a main verb. For example, if I say I am a girl. Now here in this sentence there is just one verb, that is am. And you all know that am is primary auxiliary, am is a helping verb. But since we are not having any other verb in this sentence, so am in this sentence, I am a girl, will act as a main verb. This we have already discussed. Okay. Here as you can see examples, I am eating my lunch. So am is helping verb and eating is the main verb. Eid has taken the test. Has is helping verb, taken is the main verb. We were talking, were is helping verb and talking is the main verb. So helping verb needs help of main verb to complete the sentence. But if in a sentence there is just one word, like I am a student. Okay, so there is just one verb, that is am. So here am will act like a main verb because it is not getting the support of any other verb. Fine. So in that case, helping verb will become the main verb. If there is only one verb and that is helping verb in the sentence, then helping verb will act like a main verb. Okay, this we have already discussed. We are going to continue further. Okay, verbs are divided into two types, that is transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Okay, now we are going to study the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs with their examples. So the main difference is that transitive verbs need a direct object, while intransitive verb it don't need a direct object. Now what is direct object? What is the meaning of transitive verb or intransitive verb? Leave all that. I am going to tell you a simple trick. With that you can solve these examples. Okay. So what we are going to do is, first of all we are going to identify the verb in a sentence. Like here as you can see, she wrote a letter. Wrote is the verb. Okay, she is writing. The action that is being performed by her is writing. So what you have to check, first of all you will identify the verb in a sentence. Then you are going to check just the next letter or next word in the sentence. If that word is noun or article. Article you all know, a and the is the article, and noun means name of a person, place, animal, thing, ideas or feelings. So if just after the verb there is article or noun, then it is transitive verb. Otherwise it will be intransitive verb. You have to check the just next letter from the verb. Okay, she wrote a letter. Wrote is the verb. Next is a. A is article. That's why it is transitive verb. Here as you can see, she wrote quickly. Wrote is the verb. Next is word is quickly. Quickly is neither an article nor noun. Fine. So it is intransitive verb. Okay. You are just going to identify the verb in the sentence and then you are just going to check the next word. If that word is article or noun, then it is transitive. Otherwise, it will be intransitive. Easy? So first read the sentence, identify the verb, then check the just next letter, just next word. If that is article or noun, then it is transitive. Otherwise, it will be intransitive verb. Okay. Here as you can see other examples. She ate a hot dog. Okay. Ate is the verb. She is eating. That is the action that she is performing. So ate is the verb. Just next letter, just next word. It is a. It is article. That's why it is transitive verb. Next here as you can see, my dog died. The verb is died. After died, nothing is there. So it is intransitive verb. Okay. You have to check just next word from the verb. If it is a noun or article, then it is transitive. Otherwise, it is intransitive verb. Here as you can see, Josh and Andy played football in the yard. Played basketball in the yard. Okay. The verb that is being performed is played. Played is the verb. After played, basketball is the word. Basketball is a noun. So it is transitive. Josh pushed Andy. Pushed is the verb. After pushed, the next word is Andy. Andy is noun. It is name of a person. So it is transitive word. Transitive verb. Okay. So you have to just check. First you will identify the verb. Then you are going to check the next word. If it is an article or noun, then it is transitive verb. Otherwise it is intransitive verb. Okay. Here as you can see, Andy fell. Fell is the verb. Nothing is there after that. So it is intransitive verb. Okay. Here as I have told you, transitive verb needs a direct object and intransitive verb, they don't need a direct object. But you just need to remember, first of all, you are going to identify the verb and then just next word. If it is a noun or article, then it is transitive. Otherwise, it is intransitive. Like I bake cookies. Bake is the verb. Next word is cookies. Cookies is noun. So it is transitive. I ride the bicycle. Ride is the verb. After that, article is coming. So it is transitive. I move the chair. Move is the verb. After that, article the is coming. So it is transitive. I laugh. Laugh is the verb. Nothing is there after laugh. So it is intransitive. I cry. The book falls. Falls is the verb. After that, nothing is there. So it is intransitive. So first of all, you are going to identify the verb. Then you are going to check the just next word. If it is article or noun, then it is transitive. Otherwise, it is intransitive. Okay, clear? Now, since we have talked a lot about direct and indirect objects, so now let us learn what is direct and what is indirect object. Again, I'm going to tell you a very short trick. With this, you can do these. You can identify direct and indirect object. So direct object gives answer to what? So you have to read the sentence and then you have to ask the question what? The answer to what is direct object and the answer to whom or for whom is indirect object. One more important thing, indirect object are living beings and direct object is non-living thing. Okay. So you are going to ask question what, the answer to what is direct object and it is a non-living thing. Then you are going to ask to whom or for whom. The answer to whom or for whom is indirect object and indirect object is a living thing. Okay. Here as you can see, John bought his son a present. So what he bought? A present. So answer to what is a present. And it is a non-living thing. So it is a direct object. So direct object gives answer to what and it is a non-living thing. Indirect object. Now for whom he bought present? For his son. And his son is a living being. So it is indirect object. So answer to what is direct object and it is a non-living thing. Answer to whom or for whom is indirect object and it is a living thing. Again, He showed her a picture. What he showed her? A picture. Okay. A picture is the answer to what? And it is a non-living thing. So it is a direct object. To whom he showed a picture? To her. And her is a living being. So it is indirect object. Okay. Here as you can see, he gave his teacher an apple. What he gave? An apple. An apple is the answer to what, and it is a non-living thing. So it is direct object. To whom he gave? To his teacher. And his teacher is a living being. So it is indirect object. Okay, so you have to ask question what, answer to what is direct object and it is a non-living thing, and answer to whom or for whom is indirect object and it is a living thing. Okay. He gave the pirate a chance. What he gave? A chance. And a chance is a non-living thing. So it is a direct object. Who received the chance or to whom he gave a chance? To the pirate. And it is a living thing. So it is indirect object. Okay. So direct object gives answer to what and it is a non-living thing, and indirect object gives answer to whom or for whom and it is a living thing. Okay, and transitive verb, you have to identify the verb just next word after the verb. If it is an article or noun, then it is transitive, otherwise it is intransitive. This is your classwork. You have to underline the verb and then you have to write whether it is transitive or intransitive. And here you have to underline the direct object with red and indirect object with blue. Direct object gives answer to what and it is a non-living thing. Indirect object gives answer to whom or for whom and it is a living thing. Okay. Thank you.